here's McDaniel. Baseline jumper. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Russell. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
You know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Barnes passes to Mr. Moves. Shot to stop the run, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mr. Moves got 14. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Russell with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Shot from free throw range. Kept alive.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mr. Moves passes to Barnes. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Russell. 14 feet away. Down it goes. Nice one there for Mr. Moves. 16 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it when my team has possession.
Russell looking it over. Out to the right wing. Pass to McDaniels. To the middle. Downs trying to get open. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Noel comes in for McDaniels. And it's Patrick Beverly in for D'Angelo Russell. Pass to Trent. It's deflected. Here's Mr. Moves. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And the Raptors lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, 6 already.
Here's Reid. Toronto grabs the miss.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Passes it to Trent to the right side. Here's Mr. Moves. No good on the shot. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Noel. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Raptors shooting an impressive 60% early. Releases from 15. Shots good from Mr. Moves. And that's now 20 points for Mr. Moves.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Reid. It's hauled in by Trent.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And the rejection by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Mr. Moves. Goes back up. And the layup is good. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Towns, the pass to Reid. Good on the shot. Reid's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Mr. Moves. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Siakam passes to McKinley.
Yes, sir.
Siakam misses.
Following me.
Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. It's good.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Here's Mr. Moves.
Siakam.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
I missed. Okay. Is this still any sense? It's not as pretend, it's one. That's it.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can we just skip?
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct.
Try to get inside the frame.
He's going out now with a whole new group. And then for Minnesota, Vanderbilt's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels comes in for Noel. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Reed finds Russell. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the court for Minnesota. The backcourt guard to Russell and Edwards. And then there's McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Vanderbilt in a power forward. And throughout his career, Dragic has been a leader. It's a natural fit for him.
Duncan Robinson called him the ultimate leader. Dragic, leader of his national team for a decade now. God just embraces the responsibility of it all.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Celtics was a big factor. He had 19 points, and he capitalized quite a few times from distance, which was huge. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. He can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
OG and Nobi with the assist.
The Timberwolves trail. There's the pass to Russell. Reed picks to Russell. Rockets with some nice D. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Here's Mr. Moves. 24 points for him. It's good. Mr. Moves got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And something this team wants from Russell, his ability, Clark, to close games out on offense.
Yeah, and that's something you grow into, Kevin. I mean, and Russell is starting to develop that part of his game, but to create on his own, he knows how to do that now. It comes down to learning on the job as to when to do that and when not to.
Here's Mr. Moves, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Thank you, Scotty Bar.
1:53 left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. Vanderbilt the pass to Edwards. And the slam dunk by Russell.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Here's Mr. Moves. And he has 28 points for the game.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Reed. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And he He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Vanderbilt.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Dragic against Towns. Back to Russell. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 15.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Pass to Mr. Moves. Fires from 14, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Down low, here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Capable of finding his open guys, Edwards getting better and improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Mr. Moves. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. D'Angelo Russell getting... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Mr. Moves has been exceptional here, guys, today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Anunoby. Barnes out there with Precious Achua. And there's Mr. Moves. And it's Dragic in at the point. Dragic the pass to Anunoby. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. If you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I have a sneaky suspicion he just read over the team. Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Shoots from 14. That shot off the mark. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Three-pointer on the way. And another three for Minnesota.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Yo, I like
We're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Mr. Moves, and it's good off the back rim and in. Mr. Moves got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
It's hauled in by the Raptors. Achua's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Mr. Moves passes to Achua. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to feel the lane and get where he needs to be.
From 15 feet away, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Inside, here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The shot's good for Mr. Moves.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And that one is hammered home.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the Raptors call time here. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Russell. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Good on the bucket. 42 points for Mr. Moves.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Russell passes to Towns. For Birch. Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And when Towns is on the floor, the attitude of this team, Clark, completely changes. They play with so much more confidence.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Kevin. He's a floor raiser. In other words, he makes everybody else play a little better and lifts up their confidence. And he does it while also putting up monster numbers of his own.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. Now, here's Birch. Edwards defending. Baseline J on the way. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside, Russell. To the paint. That shot off. Good D by Siakam. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's McDaniels. He has 5. Got that one up quick. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Toronto calls timeout.
And McDaniels, a bit of a project, but physically, he can do it all.
Greg, I think he's got a chance to be an out.
Now, into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Mr. Moves passes to Barnes.
I'm bad.
Here's Mr. Moves. Defended by Beverly. There's the triple. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs get down to just 10 points on the bucket from Mr. Moves.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Outside, Russell. The 3. Off the mark. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. And now go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. Does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Minnesota, the forwards are Edwards and McDaniel. Russell is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Vanderbilt in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Mr. Moves. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Mr. Moves got 47 points. Outside, Russell.
And I know they do the building is like
That one drops for and the Timberwolves lead by 10.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
I got 40 points on the day.
Rockets the pass to Mr. Moves. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors.
My birthday.
He kicks to Dragic. Rocket 6. Here's Mr. Moves. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Russell. Now Edwards.
Come on, no way. Come on, no way. Come on, no way.
Plays it up off the glass. And it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
Count the basket.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Rockets the pass to Mr. Moves. 13 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. Mr. Moves got 49 points in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Russell kicks to Beverly. Tries again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know, Beverly is easily one of the most tenacious defenders in the league. Absolute pest of epic proportion. Love his energy.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. All free throws good from Beverly. Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Achua. Barnes trying to free himself up. Achua, no good. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Bangs home the trifecta.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
Here's Mr. Moves. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the middle. Here's Vanderbilt. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Back to Anunoby. Here's Mr. Moves. And that one hits back iron.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
He gets it in there.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Back to Dragic. To halt the run. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 8 rebounds in this game. Rob. Here's Mr. Moves. Back to Anunoby. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but they go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
And here is Anunoby. Pass to Mr. Moves.
Okay, so 51 points. My team has
just 5 on the clock.
I don't even know.
Stolen by McDaniels.
Yeah, after 1 point, my team only has 31 points.
It's Russell with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off.
Look at this. Look. So I got 51. Trent got 8. Pascal Siakam got 6. Chris Boucher 5. Utah won that Hannah B4. Sonny Bones 2. pick 2-1, 2-2. Go down 2-2.
The glass.
Assist
Russell's got 27 points.
McDaniel.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
I'm not trying to drop 60 tonight.
Fades back. That shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Here's Mr. Moves, defended by Beverly. Here's Mr. Moves. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Shots good by Achua.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards has come in for Patrick Beverly. And the Raptors call time here. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power, and not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Timberwolves leading by 21. Russell with it. And there's the drive. He feeds it to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. Here's the three. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Raptors trail by 21. Here's Mr. Moves. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Now here's McDaniels. Deep right on him. Here's Vanderbilt. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Here's Mr. Moves. Edwards defending. Minnesota leading by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight, Will Martin. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds a lot. Can definitely work with that. A lot, Brody. Okay. Wanna shoot my
body, buddy, but I got you. Just for whatever build you're on, don't worry, I got you. Especially if you guys still have it, make sure to subscribe to me. But this time, and these are my, because I'm, and then also I put pro stick orientation on absolute. I'll just scroll down so you guys can see the rest of my controller. 7. All right, like I said, I'm just gonna talk really quick before I get into the jump shot. So the last thing I want to mention is boost. So we're gonna want to go over to the progression tab and then go down to skills. So you guys see, I have jump shot 64 games to be exact. Before I stream or before I go on a win streak, I'll buy a lot of jump shot boosts. And it's probably trying to. All right, but here is pay attention because what I mean by because this jumper move is too important. You know, if you have a different. Crossovers when I'm dribbling. Moves, but it's there on your screen. It's the quick. It just gives best leading to fit, but the one that I've been using is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. I don't think this drill move is keep basic. It's just move. But again, similar to the behind the back, this year I don't really do too much. But the one that I'm using is Kevin Durant. Moving step backs. Now, if you guys watched my drill moves video about 10 days ago, you would have seen that I found one of the new best moving step backs in the game. They released it when Season 3 came out. Luka Doncic is the best moving step back in the game. And I feel bad for you guys if you guys have not realized that since Season 3 came out. Kyrie Irving was the one that I was using pretty much all year until Season 3 because it gives you that 2K17 step back right there that my players did. It's just fun to use, but to be honest, I didn't really glitch the pool. Let's have a lower, no, these are the six that you guys like, you guys on heavy that you feel sick to me was Allen Iverson. You know, I thought maybe I would like it, and I used it. You know, I went on a couple win streaks with it. Another one is Curry. This one was pretty solid. But for signature size ups, put on D-Rose. Signature combos, I've been using Jay Williams for a while now, and I don't really see a reason to change it. Now, when the new drill moves came out, I believe they added Kevin Durant and Paul George this season. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't feel terrible. Like, Kevin Durant as a signature combo did not feel terrible, but I don't think it was better or, you know, good enough at all to change from Jay Williams, so that's the one I'm still using. Size up escape packers. Now, this is, if you guys are not aware, one of, if not the most, another one is Curry. This one was pretty solid, but for signature it didn't feel terrible. Kevin Durant as a signature combo did not feel terrible, but I don't think it was better or, you know, good enough at all to change from Jay Williams, so that's what I'm still using. Size up escape packers. Now, this is, if you guys are not aware, one of, if not the most important things does. Other ones are just like crazy and just wild. Like, I don't know. Just keep basic and just smooth. But again, similar to the behind the back, this year I don't really do too many spins or